Hi, this is Kim from Emerging Creatively Tutorials at www.kimberlykohler.com. Today I wanted to show you how to make a button into a link that you can use to make jewelry. Here's what you'll need for this project. You will need wire, and I'm using 20 gauge wire, and I'll use about 6 inches of it. You may want to have a ruler. You will need a Sharpie, and I'll show you what you need that for. Round nose pliers, wire cutters, and chain nose pliers. And of course, a button. To start off, I'm going to cut off about 6 inches of wire, and I just put a kink in it. Nylon covered pliers or nylon jaw pliers are good for straightening out wire, or if you don't have them, you can just use your finger. So we're going to cut 6 inches off. Okay. Alright, so then get your button. You're just going to loosely kind of bend this in half, but you're not going to like make a kink in it or anything. Alright, so you're going to just put the, like I said, bend the wire kind of loosely in half, and now pick 2 holes, if you have more than 2 holes, on your button and pull it through. And you can even sort of hear a click. And then you're just going to bend the wire straight, almost like if you were opening a brad, you know, the office supply brad where you put it through paper and then you open it up flat. So that's what we do. Okay, so now you're going to get your chain nose pliers, and you'll see that I have a mark on my chain nose pliers, probably about halfway down, and I just used a Sharpie to mark it, just so that both of my sides will be the same. They'll have the same amount of length of wraps, and also I have a mark on my round nose pliers so that the loops are the same. So it kind of doesn't matter too much where you place this mark. Just use it when you're working on a project, so all of your wraps and your loops are the same throughout the project. Alright, so now what we do is you take a hold of the wire above the button and you line it up with the mark you have made, and then you just bend the wire kind of against that the side of the chain nose pliers, and then you get something that looks like this. And now you're going to take your round nose pliers, and like I said, you'll want to make a mark on them too so that your loops are all the same size. So you take a hold of the wire right in that corner where you bent, and then you're going to wrap the wire around like so. Now, while you're still kind of holding on here, kind of readjust your pliers, but keep it lined up with that wire, and roll it back toward you. What you're basically trying to do is get that loop centered above the button. Alright. Now you just take your chain nose pliers and hold the loop, and then you can just use like the tip, hold the tip of the wire with your round nose pliers, or if it's long enough you can just do it with your hands, or just use some other pliers. I use bent news pliers a lot. And wrap all the way down until you meet the button. And then my loop got a little bit messed up, so I'm just going to try to fix it up a little here. That's the cool thing with wire. You can always fix it if you need to. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then you just cut off any excess wire you have. And I like to cut it off at the front. And then make sure it's not sticking out. And how you do that is you sort of take your chain nose pliers and kind of just, you don't really pinch, you sort of take it and go around. Alright. So that's one side. And now you just do exactly the same thing on the other side. So in the same spot in your pliers, make the bend. Take chain nose pliers, again, the same spot. Go around. Kind of straighten this out. Hold it with the chain nose, and then make the wraps. Alright, now that you have this, you can make all sorts of different things with it. You could actually make a whole bunch of these, connect them all together, and make a bracelet, make a necklace. You could use it as a pendant and hang maybe some beads off the bottom, however you want to use it. I'm going to do a tutorial on my blog later this week, which is at KimberlyKoehler.com. It's KimberlyKoehler.com, where we're going to make a bracelet with this, with some beads, and it's going to be really cool. So I will see you there.